Morning, guys. Good morning. So they're content with that. And now their day starts. They always have a little play around first thing. Now the cleaning begins. The mum's just come in. It's at nearly 7 weeks. There's no more night feeds from Jinx. Just a couple in the day. Good girl, Jinx. So this is one of the good things about having puppies. What are the negatives?
I haven't stayed in my pyjamas all day, I've just gone.
Well, that's one of the negatives. You never get to get dressed.
I never get to get dressed on in here all day. What are the negatives?
Yeah.
Oh, dealing with people, not the puppies. Dealing with potential buyers, finding good homes. Everything else is a plus. Everything else is a plus, isn't it?
What are the stresses about having a puppy?
I guess getting up really early is a negative. And then you get a naughty one like this that escapes. How the stresses of it is finding good homes. That's the only stress. No, we had one that was constipated. Went very early on, at a couple of weeks old. Other than that, touch wood. Oh, I can't touch any wood. I can't do that. Jesus. Touch wood. Yeah, so let me touch wood. So touch wood. They're all been healthy. We've had no problems with them. So,
Yeah, I mean, for anyone who wants puppies or was thinking of having a litter, it is a full-time. It's beautiful, but it's a full-time job, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's your day? When does your day start and what happens?
6 o'clock in the morning, I'll start, feed them, clean the pen out, and then they have a little play, then they go to sleep for an hour, then they're awake again, and this is it really all day. So I'm constantly getting in, picking a poo up so they don't tread in it and tread it everywhere, feeding them 4 times a day, and sitting in here and entertaining them, taking photographs, posting them on Instagram, dealing with people of adverts wanting to know everything about them. So yeah, I don't really go out or do anything. They've been my whole life for the past 6 weeks.
It is a big commitment, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't do anything. You've got to be here all the time. Oh, and if I have to go out, you have to book a day off work. You can't just go out and leave 9 puppies. So yeah, I don't regret having them. Like, it is hard work.
Yeah.
But they are very lovely. And the other negative is the emotional side of it. That's probably a real downside of it. So But again, for every good thing, there's a down. It's part and parcel of life, isn't it?
You mean they're letting them go?
Yeah.
So in the early days, like their first couple of weeks, you were sleeping down here with them as well, weren't you?
Yeah, 16 days I slept down here to make sure that Jinx didn't lie on one of them, or you know, they needed anything. So yeah, so for the first couple of nights, first couple of weeks, it is literally like having a newborn. It is like having a newborn baby, and it is that feeling of having a newborn baby. Like you don't sleep properly because you're constantly checking them. So I guess it depends on the person, but if you've got so emotionally and involved as I have with the birth and the whole process, like it is a massive commitment, very time consuming, and they also cost one hell of a lot of money to feed. If you're feeding them a good nutritional diet, as these are only on fresh meat, eggs, fish, and goat's milk. They don't have any grains, any fillers. They're having a little bit of veg and sweet potato in one of their meals, but the rest is just pure protein and goat's milk. And they currently have 10 eggs a day between them.
They love the goat's milk, don't they?
Yeah. We're trying to wean them off Jinx. She's been on goat's milk since they were born. She eats probably twice the amount that she used to eat. So I'm getting through a good 2 kilo of meat a day, easy, plus 10-12 eggs, plus a litre of goat's milk, and that's at 6 weeks. So that will increase now. So up until I'll keep them until they're at least 9 weeks, and then I'll slowly let them go to their new homes.
And another disruption. It's not been a pain at all. We've enjoyed it, haven't we? But this is our lounge. Well, it was our lounge. It's more like
started with a little welcome box in the corner that's expanded and expanded.
It's getting bigger and bigger, isn't it?
Yeah. So we've just got a puppy pen for a lounge. Obviously, I do tons, as you can see. All these throws. I mean, realistically, this setup isn't ideal in the lounge, but Jinx would have hated them being in the kitchen, because this is her room, so I wanted them to be born in here where she was with us. So they've stayed in here, and we've covered the carpet, which was quite a new carpet, which is probably going to have shampoo, but we did have another chair and everything there that has had to go to make room for this. I ended up buying another pen because 9 puppies, this wasn't big enough. And yeah, I do one hell of a lot of washing. I have got washable puppy pads now, because they're just shred puppy pads anyway, and I'm all for saving the planet. So yeah, I'll probably do 3 or 4 loads of washing a day. Change this at least twice, sometimes 3 times a day. It's a way to spend your days in my pyjamas that I've only just put on, sitting with puppies. Look, as soon as I get in here, they all settle down and go to sleep, even though they've just created carnage in here. Oh, this one's alive.
What's he doing under there?
That's her.
Sorry.
What are you doing? What are you doing under there? What are you...
Last meal of the day. 7 eggs and goat's milk. So Jinx, you're not feeding them anymore at night, are you? So we've got to give them some 7 eggs between them. And they like some goat's milk after as well. And then you'll go back and feed them again in the morning, will you? want some eggs as well. Washing the sheets as well. You ready, guys? Oh, watch your heads.
Messing out dollars.
We'll play a lovely game now after dinner. Go past the poo parcels.
I'm on the outside ready to take to the toilet.
Some just want to settle down already, but they have to wait until the noisy ones stop. And now he's joining in. She's joining in.